Previously on the Chronicles of Oz.
Dorothy!
Admit it. You missed me, didn't you?
Good old Dorothy. She sounds brilliant.
The king is dead!
What happened to the Queen, the Prince, the royal family?
They lost to the Gnome King!
Please, call me Rocat.
He sold his family?
It was never a secret that the King of Ev was unwell.
Then my friends and I will travel to the Gnome King and negotiate the release of the Queen and her children.
Do you think you can just go up to the Gnome King and demand he give up the royal family?
I'm not sure you realise what you're trying to do.
Of course I do.
Princess, wake up! This is serious!
Not the swords, Ozma. Who else are we going to lose?
Can I recommend that you return to Oz?
I will not leave the Queen of Ev to her fate. I just can't.
Look, I don't think we can keep following her, Scarecrow. I think if we keep going, we'll all end up dead. Or worse.
Well, she's trying to be impressive.
Like Dorothy, I suppose.
What's Dorothy got to do with
Look, I'm not completely useless, you know. I am a descendant of Lurleen. I've got magic.
She's not lived up to the potential I imagined for her long ago. You're right.
If you don't keep quiet, then I'm gonna...
Going to what? If I have to spend my afterlife trapped as a spectre in your head, then I'm going to make sure you're in as much hell as I am.
Tim Woodman, behind you!
Get off!
God, what is it?
Look out! There's more of them!
Yeah, they've got us surrounded.
Hey, pick on someone your own size, you little robots!
Look out, Dorothy! There's one behind you!
Dorothy!
Shh, Belina.
She's not moving, Ozma.
Ozma! Ozma, do something, please! Please!
I will rescue you! I promise, Scarecrow, we'll come for you!
Why are we chained up?
Isn't it obvious? We've been kidnapped.
Kidnapped by who?
My name is Dr Nikidik. I am a scientist. I study the way things work, and I am very interested in discovering the wondrous secrets behind the three of you.
Those things marched straight into our camp and took our friends and hurt Dorothy. And you just stood there and did nothing. What kind of fairy princess are you?
Crossover Adventure Productions presents The Chronicles of Oz. Ozma of Oz. Episode 4. Once upon a time, in the land of Oz, lived the kindest king the country had ever known. His name was Pastoria, and the people of Oz loved him. He came to the throne young, not even a teenager. But over the course of 30 years, he blossomed into a wise and benevolent king. His reign was fairly plain when compared to his predecessors. He didn't conquer other lands. He didn't win any major battles. Except one. The Battle of the Witches. For it was while Pastoria was king that the witches of Oz rose in power and began to control the corners of Oz. Some were good, some were wicked, and they frequently squabbled with each other. The balance of power constantly shifted between them, as one witch would topple another, allowing them control of a realm, leaving another to plot revenge. It was a fraught time, and Pastoria was in the center of it all. For if Pastoria was to be remembered for anything at all, it's for his diplomacy. He had an ability to see all sides of an argument, and to help others see it too. When a witch in the east collided with a witch in the north, Pastoria was there, peacemaking, showing them how to see things from the other's point of view. He wasn't always successful, of course, for witches can be fickle beings. But it was his legacy that despite this magical chaos, Oz remained at peace. And when King Pastoria died, of a broken heart they say, when his queen left this world before him, the country mourned, even the wicked witches. For without my father, Oz would never be the same again. And I would have liked to have met him.
What are you going to do, Princess Ozma?
I do not believe Miss Gale is dead.
He's not moving.
Please, calm down, Mrs. Hare.
She's bleeding from the head. She's not exactly doing fine, is she?
Dorothy? Dorothy, can you hear me? Dorothy!
Toto! Toto, where are you? Come on out, you little scallywag. I know you're here somewhere.
What are you doing, Miss Gale?
I know Toto's around here somewhere.
What is this? Remedial agriculture? It's boring, it's dusty, and... Oh, of course. It's your home. Can, or whatever.
Toto!
You're fooling nobody, Miss Gale. You know what's happening, and you need to do something about it.
I don't know what you mean. I'm looking for Toto.
Oh, for Lurlene's sake. Dorothy, you have to wake up.
I can't wake up.
You don't want to be here anyway, remember?
There's no place like home.
This is not your home, this is in your mind, and you don't have time. We need you awake so you can rescue your idiot friends.
I don't need any friends. I have Toto.
That mutt isn't real either. This isn't your home. You've been hit on the head and you've retreated into whatever this is.
No, I'm where I need to be. I'm Dorothy, and I have to get home to Kansas, and all I keep telling everybody is I want to go home, and they sent me home.
Shut up and listen. You're unconscious, and you're getting worse, and unless you start trying to dig yourself out of it, you're going to go under. And worse, you'll drag me down with you. So for the last time, Miss Gale, wake up.
Do you hear that?
What?
That noise. That wind. It's coming. It's happening again.
It's the tornado.
It's coming to take me away. I have to run. Come on, Toto. We have to get away.
This is a metaphor, and it's a poor one at that. You have a terrible imagination, Miss Gale.
We need to run. Come on, Toto.
It's signifying something that you want to avoid, and right now, that's reality. You need to run towards the cyclone.
No, I can't. We have to get away.
Run towards it, Dorothy. Into the house, into the tornado, because that's the way you get to Oz.
No! I mustn't! I can't go back to Oz! I can't!
You don't have a choice! Wake up, Dorothy! Wake up!
You're okay!
I'm glad.
Oh, my head.
You have sustained a trauma to your cranium. You should not move too quickly.
The robot things came and... Where are the others?
The
robots took them away.
And you haven't gone to rescue them yet?
We were waiting for you, Miss Head Injury. We couldn't exactly move you while you're unconscious, and we weren't going to leave you behind.
How long have I been out? When did it become daytime?
You have slept for 6 hours, 26 minutes, and 15 seconds.
Well, anything could have happened in that time. We need to go after them.
Will you lie back down, please, Missy?
Oh, so dizzy.
You have a head injury. You shouldn't move.
I need to rescue them.
I will see to the rescue of the Scarecrow, the Tin Woodman, and the Lion.
You'll just mess it up. I know these guys. I know what they'll be... I'm okay, I promise.
The hell you're not! You're as white as a ghost.
Well, you're yellow. You don't see me making comments.
Belena's right. You're still not well. We'll send Tik-tok. We all know he's more than capable of taking on those things.
According to your description, it appears we may be related.
You can't just go on your own, though.
Agreed.
Belena should go with you.
Wait, what?
Are you kidding?
She can be an extra pair of eyes, Tik-tok. And she's not dumb. She'll help you out. I just know it.
Oh, I'm not dumb. Probably the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
And I'll stay here and look after Dorothy.
Oh, joy.
Are you sure? 'Cause I could stay and...
Belena, you don't have opposable thumbs. What if Dorothy needs help with something?
I got a beak that could peck your eyes out, you know.
Belena, just go. I'll be okay. The others need you more.
The longer we delay, the less likely I will be able to follow their trail.
Well, fine. But I get to ride on your head, Tik-tok.
These terms are acceptable.
Good luck to both of you.
As soon as I'm well, we're coming after you.
We will return as soon as possible.
I hope they find them. And I really hope the others aren't in too much trouble.
They're my friends. I know them better than anyone. Of course they're in too much trouble.
Stop it, you're hurting him.
I'm doing nothing of the kind.
Whatever you want to know, I'll tell you, I promise.
I'm merely taking your temperature. Hold still. 102 degrees.
You try staying cool when someone shoves a stick up your bum.
Perfectly reasonable internal temperature for a lion. Interesting. To all intents and purposes, you're just an everyday beast. So why is it you can talk? How is it you can reason and argue?
I can bite too, you know.
Well, for a lion, that's not so unusual. I will unravel your secrets for all of you.
We're not going to tell you anything, nincompoop.
That's Nikidik. And you won't have a choice in the matter. Ah! Well, look what we have here. An escapee.
Oh, Scarecrow.
Sorry, guys. I got spotted.
How did you... Never mind. It's obvious in hindsight. Cloth hands stuffed with straw were never going to be held by manacles.
Yeah, you probably should have thought of that before. Ow! Nikidik, your machine is hurting me.
I doubt you actually feel pain in any real sense, but perhaps it's time I move on to establishing this for sure.
Wait, what?
Grommatic, please bring the specimen to the table. Assist me to place it into position.
What? What? No. What are you going to do? Stop it! Stop it!
Hey, put him down!
I'm warning you, Nikidik.
Quiet, all of you. Yes, attach him to the table. Don't let him escape on me again.
You can't do this to me. I'm the King of Oz, you know. Former.
We're very important leaders. Hurting us will not go well with you, trust me.
Fascinating. The imagination developed by your creatures is astounding. Completely fanciful, of course. There's no such thing.
Of course there is.
I know of all the realms this side of the desert, and this Oz is not one of them.
That's because Oz is on the other side of the desert.
Nonsense! Nothing lives past the desert. It's a well-known fact.
No, listen.
Enough! Grommatic, ensure they stay silent. I need to concentrate while I operate.
Operate? Wait, what?
Well, how else am I going to determine what keeps you animated?
We already told you, magic!
And like this land of Oz, magic does not exist. No, I will find out the secrets of your animation. If I can determine this, then there's no limit to what I can achieve. I will discover how to make inanimate objects take on a life of their own.
Someone beat you to that long ago. With magic.
Grommatic, shut him up, please.
Tim Woodman!
Now, to begin.
Please. Please don't hurt me.
The less you move, the quicker this will be. Now, I will begin by picking apart the seam that connects the head portion to the neck.
I've gone blind!
The generator has blown. The timing simply could not be worse. I cannot work without proper lighting.
Scarecrow, are you okay?
I think so. I don't know what he's cut off, but I think it might have been my head.
Not for the first time, though.
Nor the second time, but still.
Second time? Oh, that must have been on that adventure you had that I wasn't invited on.
Will you shut up about that and check on the Tin Woodman?
I think he's asleep.
The Tin Woodman doesn't sleep.
He's not moving. I don't know what the TikTok thing did to him, but...
Oh, this is great. None of us can see. I'm tied to a table with half my head cut off. You're tied up and the Tin Woodman is dead to the world. I might have got an amazing brain, but I've got no idea how we're getting out of this one.
Oh, come on, you bastard!
You're never going to snap those chains, Lion.
You don't know how determined I am.
They're made of metal. You're going to injure yourself. Stop it.
You were saying?
Okay, so you are that determined. Well done.
Stop them.
Oh, you forgot about the...
I didn't forget.
This is an order.
Look out, Lion. These things are fiercer than they look.
Stop distracting me.
Sorry. Did you kill it?
It's not moving.
That doesn't mean anything. It might wake up.
Let's get you free before that happens.
I think he tied me to the table.
Not anymore.
What'd you say?
I said not anymore. You tried untying ropes with your mouth and talk. Can you stand up?
I think so. Let me... Whoa!
Holy lurly.
My head! It's half falling off my neck.
It looks horrible. Does it hurt?
Not comfortable. I need to sew it back on.
I don't think we have time for that. He'll be back before you know it. You'll have to make do.
Let's check on the Tin Woodman. Hello? Wakey, wakey!
Do you think you could just wake him up like that?
I've never seen him asleep before. I've got no idea how to wake him up. Let's set him loose at least.
How?
I have a key.
When did you get the key?
Found it before the Grommatic caught me. Do I have to explain every step of this thing? Start thinking of a way to get out of here.
Well, I was thinking maybe we could have put a head on a couch and attach it with some leaves and sprinkle with magic powder and make a magic flying machine. How does that sound?
You're never going to let that go, are you?
Scarecrow?
Yes? Tin Woodman, are you still with us?
What the hell happened to your head?
Don't ask. Let me get your other arm unchained.
It's more lopsided than usual.
We'll explain on the way.
On the way to where?
On the way out, of course. We're going to escape.
But what about Dr. whoever he was?
I knew I should have given my tools to me first. Such a bloody waste of time.
Speaking of which...
I have an idea.
Uh-oh.
Shut up. Lion, get behind the door.
What? Why would I... Oh...
I'll be back with you in a moment, you... What?
Make one more move, Doctor, and I'll let my friend here rip your head off.
He's hungry, you know.
Very hungry.
Back in Oz, they like to call me the Hungry Lion. I prefer to eat babies, but you'll do for now.
What? You'll never escape, you know. Grommetics! Grommetics, get to the laboratory at once!
No, you don't. If one more of those things come in here, I'll snap your neck before they can touch us.
You're a fool, then. All of you. Killing me will initiate their vengeance programming. You'll never leave here alive.
Well, that's okay then. I don't think we're technically alive anyway.
Well, I am.
Sucks to be you then.
Stop it, you two. Now, nincompoop.
Nikidik!
Whatever. We don't want any trouble. We don't care what you're doing here with your little mechanical creatures. We just want to leave, get back to our friends, and continue our journey to the Gnome King. We're quite happy to leave you unharmed, if you'll just show us the way out. How does that sound?
Answer quick or the lion will eat you.
Or I'll break your neck. You've got a wide range of threats going on right now.
In my pocket, there's something that will help you.
There is?
My left breast pocket. Just there. I can't reach it, but if you could...
What in Oz could be in your pocket?
Tin Woodman!
A powerful electromagnet, that's what. I suspected the physical touch would cause you immense pain, and my hypothesis has been proven correct.
Get it off me! Get it off me!
God, it's stuck.
I'm going to rip you apart, you monster!
I'm sure you will. Grommetics, attack the specimens. There'll be no further need to take them alive. Have them destroyed.
Scarecrow, it hurts.
I'm doing my best.
I'm not kidding, Nikidik. I'll end you.
If you were going to hurt me, you'd have done it already. I have nothing to fear from a cowardly lion. Grommetics on my command!
Got it! What? And now for the nearest Grommetic. I thought if that thing could hurt the Tin Woodman, it could hurt these things too. Wizard gave you a brain, remember?
Explain later. Run now.
I'm right in front of you.
No! Stop! After them, Grommetics! I want the specimens destroyed! They must not be allowed to escape! Destroy all of them! No!
He's not happy.
Are you alright?
I will be. Which way do we go?
Well, that way seems a very nice way.
Well?
It's pleasant down that way too.
Scarecrow.
Of course, people probably do go both ways.
You're doing that on purpose. Stop it!
I can't help it. I'm scared, and when I'm scared, I say stupid things.
So you're scared all the time then?
I will slap you, you know.
Shut up. We're going this way.
Why?
Because we have to pick a way, and it might as well be that way.
Well, why not the other way?
When we die, it's going to be because of you two. You know that, right?
Oh, he's so rude under pressure. I know.
Get a shift on.
You're still here then?
Yeah, still here.
Don't want you wandering off.
Well, standing up still makes me dizzy, so that's unlikely.
Here, I found this in the wreckage of the chariot. Bits of cushion and things. It's not much of a pillow, but it might be more comfortable than that rock.
Thanks. That's better.
It is?
Not really, but, you know, thanks for trying.
Sorry.
Oh, damn it!
Are you okay?
I should be up and moving. My friends need me. I know they do.
Tik-tok
can do anything. That's not the point. I should be helping them out. That's what I do. That's what we always did. Had each other's backs, got each other out of scrapes. I need to go after them.
Well, go on then. Stand up.
You're only saying that because you know I can't.
Yep.
You're horrible. This is pretty much all your fault.
Mine? How?
You got us to this point. If you hadn't pushed us to go on this stupid trip, if you'd listened when we said we had to go back...
But how was I to know?
Because we told you! We said, right at the start, going to the Gnome King was a bad idea. But no! You were all, I gotta save the Queen of Ev. I gotta make myself look amazing. I'm gonna be awesome. I swear, Princess, if I lose my best friends because of your stupid need to impress everyone...
I didn't want this to happen, Dorothy.
Well, it's happening. And typically, I have to clean up everyone else's mess.
That's not fair.
Excuse me, Princess.
I'm doing what I can here. I'm trying to... trying to make everything better. I'm doing the best I can.
Really? Then why aren't you off with Tik-tok and Bellina rescuing?
Because I'm looking after you! Or would you rather I left you alone in the rocks to just die of a brain hemorrhage?
That's not why you stayed, and we both know it.
I guess you'd have done everything differently back in the good old days.
You bet.
When you were killing witches and colliders and whatever else you did that week. So tell me, farm girl, what would you do different?
I wouldn't have come out in the first place. I wouldn't have taken that risk with the Iron Giant.
You'd go back to Oz and get the army? You didn't need an army.
What?
When you killed the witches. When you chased the wizard out of the Emerald City. You didn't have an army. You had exactly the same people I had when I set out for this adventure. Plus the silver slippers, which you didn't know how to use.
And my little dog, too.
So why is it that you're this great, amazing saviour of Oz and I don't even know what I am.
I'm no savior, Princess. Trust me.
You don't get to do what you did and not become legendary, Dorothy.
I wasn't trying to be legendary. All that stuff just happened. A lot. All I was doing was trying to go home.
Is that the secret, then? Because between you and me and the rocks, I'd love to be back home right now.
That makes one of us.
What?
Nothing.
Don't you want to go home?
Not with a headache like this, I don't. What? Don't give me that look. Stop it.
Dorothy?
I think I need to sleep for a bit. Go away.
Why don't you want to go home, Dorothy?
Doesn't matter. You won't understand.
Maybe not. Tell me anyway.
It's hard to explain.
Dorothy.
It's just... things aren't so great at home anymore. You know, I live on a farm, right?
In Kansas.
Right, except since the tornado, there's not much of a farm left. We're barely living in a house.
Which is why you're on a ship to visit family, you said. So you can get more money.
Have you ever been without money, Princess? It's not fun. Pushes even the greatest relationships to their limits. Even with your favorite aunts and uncles.
Oh.
When I went back home, Henry and Em were so happy. They thought they'd lost me, and But that wore off. We were still homeless, broke, had no insurance, and I think, in a way, they blamed me for what happened to us. For, losing everything.
But it wasn't your fault.
I know that, and I think they do too, in their way, but it's been tense. We argue, all the time, over the most stupid things, like what groceries Em brought home, or how the latest meeting with the bank went, and it's not like I can really tell them about Oz, so there's this question of where I was all that time, hanging over them.
It must be hard.
It is. I love Uncle Henry and Aunt Em. Of course I do. I don't want to go back.
You could always stay in Oz, you know.
Oh, yeah, that'd be awesome.
I'm serious. I bet Ombi could find a place for you in the Emerald City.
I doubt even the Emerald City is big enough for the both of us, Princess.
Perhaps not. How's your head feeling?
Better. Thank you for the pillows.
They helping?
A little. Actually feeling a bit sleepy.
Should I look around for poppies, just in case?
Is there anything about my last visit they didn't tell you about?
Not really. They covered basically everything. Ever since I transformed from being a boy, all I've heard about is you and your amazing adventures down the yellow brick road. Dorothy? Dorothy, are you okay? Dorothy, don't fall asleep. Dorothy? Dorothy!
We're in trouble.
What makes you say that?
Because we're not getting any closer to an exit, and those things keep getting closer to us.
Yeah, but not just that. We keep going downwards.
We are?
Yeah, I was just thinking that myself. We're getting deeper.
Then we're going the wrong way. We should be going up towards this surface.
Great, not a problem then. Just explain that to the Chromatic things blocking all our paths upwards, and I'm sure they'll let us through.
Sarcasm achieves nothing.
It gives me a happy.
Look! Look where? It's so dark in these tunnels.
I thought cats could see in the dark.
I thought Tin Woodman could use other forms of humour beyond sarcasm.
Shut up, both of you. There's a door here.
Oh, I don't think we should go in there.
You never think we should go in there. We're going in there.
Why?
Because there's Gromatics coming up behind us. Move!
Goodness.
I said we shouldn't come in here.
What the hell is this?
Menagerie? A zoo? I don't know what you'd call it.
Dr. What's-His-Name called us specimens, didn't he?
That's right.
I bet this is where we were going to end up, when he was done with us. Just like all these poor creatures.
All the more reason we should get away from here. You don't think the Gromatics driving us here was a coincidence, do you?
You make a pretty good point.
Well, we're not going.
We're not?
Not without helping these creatures. Look, you must have about 20 of them locked away in here.
Tin Woodman, are you thinking
They're in pain. They can barely stand up in their little cells and... Help me with the doors. We're letting them out. They won't budge.
It's locked mechanically. Hang on, there's some controls over here. There we go. All free.
Come on, you're free now. You're not prisoners anymore. You can escape. Fly.
Tin Woodman.
What?
I don't think you should have done that.
Why not?
Because I think you're going to do what you say.
That's it. Run away, fellow prisoners, run.
You happy now?
Very much so, thanks.
Can we get back to escaping ourselves now?
Oh, sure.
Wait, we missed one.
We did?
In the cell in the corner there. Hey there, little guy. Can you talk? Are you okay?
What's your name?
My name's Calico. Are you going to help me escape?
Sure we are. We're going to escape too.
Come on up, little guy. Let's get you out of here.
I couldn't wake Dorothy. She was dead to the world. No, not dead. Bad choice of words. She was alive, but people with head injuries aren't supposed to sleep, so I've heard. But no matter what I did, she wouldn't wake up. So I decided I needed some help. I made the decision. I had to leave Dorothy where she was and look for something to help me wake her up. So I started walking up the path on the mountain beside us. Maybe I'd find water to splash in her face. Or some mystic herbs or roots. Or, I don't know, a mountain hospital that could give her expert medical care. Perhaps not. But I couldn't just sit there. I had to do something. So I went up the mountain, climbing over rocks and stones and finding the best path I could. And the higher I went, the more a chilling mist surrounded me. And when I realized I couldn't see the campsite anymore, I stopped. That was smart. Go climb a mountain.
You've climbed a mountain.
What was that?
This is the hell place. You should not be here.
Here? Where's here? Who is that? Show yourself.
You tread upon the ground of Mount Fantastico.
Am I trespassing? I didn't mean...
You should not be here.
I am Princess Ozma of Oz. I ask you to identify yourself.
We are many. We are one.
How many of you are there?
We are the Phanfasms.
Phantasms?
Phanfasms.
With an extra F?
The first and foremost should see you. The first and foremost will know what to do with you.
I should warn you, I'm a descendant of the fairy queen, Lileen.
We fear not the fairies.
Well, that's just foolish then.
What is it you fear most, Ozma of Oz? What terrors lurk in the innermost thoughts of your mind?
What do you mean? Who are you, really?
The first and foremost will know what you are. You shall be sure.
Look, enough's enough. I don't want to use my fairy powers if I don't have to. But if you leave me no choice...
What are you going to do, Princess Ozma? Disappear a door on them?
Tip?
You know, doing magic on doors is really my thing. I'm pleased you're recycling the classics, but come on, get your own material.
Tip? You're here? You're really here? I thought you were gone.
You thought you killed me, Princess, didn't you? Think again.
I've missed you.
Did you? Funny that, since it's because of you I died. You forgot that bit, didn't you? That part where I had to sacrifice myself so that you could do whatever it is you're doing?
It wasn't like that. I needed to come back so that the Fountain of Oblivion...
Did you, though? Or was that something you said just to get what you wanted? You were in my head, Ozma. This whiny, annoying little voice begging me to die so you could live, and I listened like a chump. And look what you're doing with my life now that you've got it.
Tip, no.
Maybe I should have been here instead of you. Maybe Oz should have had me as its king. Do you think I'd do a better job than you, Ozma? Do you think I'd be as lost in the land of Ev as you are?
Tip, stop. This isn't like you.
You'd be surprised how death can change a guy. Change you in an instant. A moment.
Hey, that's my line.
Sorry, call it a homage.
Dorothy? You're okay. You're awake.
She hasn't worked it out, has she?
Not really. She's a bit slow, this one.
Really not doing as good a job of this as we did.
Nah, but did you expect her to?
Back in my day, we told the story properly. None of this whining and bitching.
Well, be fair, you did a lot of bitching yourself, Dorothy.
I did not.
Oh, where? I miss my Auntie Em and Uncle Henry. Where? The lion was mean to my dog. Boo-hoo.
Oh, what about you? Mr. Oh, Mommy wants to turn me into a marble statue. My life is so hard. Don't think I wasn't listening, Tip, because I was.
What are you talking about? Who are you?
Oh, finally she gets it.
She's worked out that we're not really us. Took her way too long, though. Maybe I should take charge again.
Or me. Either of us would do better than she's doing right now.
You can't be Queen, Dorothy. You come from Kansas. And Tip, you're dead. I don't know what this is or who you are, but you are dead.
We're merely echoing what's in your mind, Ozma. There's so many insecurities in there. It's delicious.
What do you want?
To know what you want, obviously. And we already know that you're never going to get it.
You want to be queen so badly.
But how can you possibly live up to what's gone before?
I'm going to be a great queen.
Greater than me, please. I was on the throne for 5 minutes and started a genocide. And I'm already outshining you.
General Ginger?
That's Queen Ginger, thank you.
I suppose I could take the crown again. I mean, I was a terrible king. Well, we have to agree, I'm going to be better than Ozma's going to be, right?
Have a point there.
Scarecrow, how could you say...
I just wanted to say, Ginger, we never actually got to talk in our last adventure, which I thought was a bit of a shame since we were fighting over the same throne and all.
Please don't address me, you stuffed idiot. I've got to keep some standards.
What standards? You're dead.
I'm not dead. Well, at least not so far as anyone knows. Perhaps I should take over again. I mean, let's face it, I've got more experience ruling Oz than any of you.
The Wizard of Oz?
That's wonderful, Wizard, thank you. So, Ozma the Great and Terrible, all grown up. Everyone had such high hopes for you, didn't they? That mythical lost princess.
Yeah, but then we found her, didn't we? These myths never live up to their expectations.
She's got no experience ruling anything, has she? The only qualification she's got is that she was born.
She didn't even have a real life until this year. That life was mine.
Yeah, I really think it's time that we picked a new queen. Any volunteers?
Oh, me?
That was predictable.
Anyone else? Can we resurrect old King Pistoria? He'd be better than Ozma, surely.
No, wait, I have an idea. Let's pick Dorothy.
What?
Oh, now that's some good thinking, Scarecrow. You sure got some good brains from me.
Naturally, my first choice is myself, but since I'm dead, I guess...
Then it's settled then. Dorothy shall be our new queen.
Hail to Dorothy!
Hail to Dorothy!
Hey, Dad. Dad.
Jack Pumpkinhead? You're here too?
Is it alright if I make Dorothy my new mum? I'll even call you Mum, if you like, Dorothy.
Guys. I'm honored. But don't you think that Ozma should be the queen? She does have the official royal birthright, and I'm sure she'll be a most wonderful and marvelous ruler.
Good one, Dorothy.
I know. I can barely get the words out.
You might be a homicidal witch killer, but you still make me laugh. Hail, Queen Dorothy!
Hail, Queen Dorothy!
Stop! No, you're all...
Face it, Ozma. They don't want you. Now that Dorothy's back, she can take charge. You can just fade back into obscurity, back to where you were before. That long-forgotten bedtime story of a lost princess who nobody will ever see again.
No.
No?
I won't let... I can't.
You won't let us? Oh, that's funny. And what are you going to do, Princess Ozma?
Stop tormenting me. You're not real. You're not real.
There you are. God, what have they done to you?
Go away. Leave me alone.
Come on. We're getting you out of this place.
Stop it. You're not real. None of this is real.
You're right. None of this is real, but I'm the real deal, sure enough. Okay? Now, let's deal with these Phanfasm things. Oh, I know a lot of stuff you won't expect. We're going now. Up you get, Princess.
Leave me. Get away before they...
They've got inside your mind, haven't they?
Well, get inside yours too.
Not likely. I'm made of sterner stuff.
People can see on you. You take what you fear most.
Go on then. Hit me with your best shot.
What? How do you resist this? How?
Simple, really. You can't get into my mind.
Because I'm already in here.
That's got him. Quickly, Princess, come with me.
I can't.
Trust me.
You'll never be queen, Ozma. You'll never have what it takes. You should stay and give yourselves to us. The Phanfasms will have you.
Don't listen to them.
Well, they're in my head, Dorothy.
Follow the sound of my voice. My real voice, the real me. I can get you away from them, but you must not listen to them.
Okay. I'll try.
Come on!
You'll never win, Ozma! You'll never be as good at this as I was! You'll never truly save the marvelous land of Oz!
Are you going the right way?
I have already answered this question.
And I still don't believe you.
I am following the trail left by the clockwork creatures as they carried the Scarecrow, the Tin Woodman, and the Lion away.
Yes, I know. But that was hours ago. What makes you think that the trail is still accurate? There could have been dust storms and everything since last night.
But this is not my first tracking activity. I know what I am doing, Mrs. Head.
Yeah, famous last words. We had a rooster back at the farm like you. Always had an answer for everything he did.
Please be silent.
I'm trying to make polite conversation here.
Be silent, now. My sensors indicate danger.
Sensors?
My inner ticker has reached 6 o'clock. I recommend you leave this vicinity immediately.
What? Wait a minute. Metalhead, what's going on?
I have no further suggestion for you, Mrs. Head. You should leave now if you do not want to suffer the same fate as myself.
What's happening?
I believe the ground is opening up beneath us. Brace yourself for a fall.
Here I am! Tik-tok! 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 Where did you go?
There you go, kid. Back to our campsite. Such as it is, you can relax now. And so can I.
How? You're unconscious.
Like I said, Kansas girls are made of stern stuff. We, don't do head traumas for long.
Fine. Next time I won't use my witchcraft to heal you. You can use your stern Kansas girl powers instead.
Hey, you okay?
I don't know.
Don't let those things get in your head. They feed on negative emotions. They draw out your deepest fears and make you face them.
They sure did.
Your pain was feeding them. But whatever they showed you, it wasn't real.
Wasn't it? Seems to me they would just show me how the world is.
That's just why the Phanfasms are so dangerous.
How do you know all this?
Again, all me. I should totally get more credit around here.
I just do. What did they show you?
Doesn't matter.
It might help to talk about it?
What do you think they showed her? They showed her you! Oh, you don't have time for all this emotional hand-wringing. You need to get to the Gnome King!
We do?
Yes!
But what about...
Where else do you think your friends have gone?
Who are you talking to?
But I thought they were kidnapped by robots.
Those were Dr Nikidik's things, but he and the Gnome King are old rivals. He wouldn't let that mad scientist keep them for long. Trust me, Miss Gale. If you want your friends back, you follow the path you've already been on, up the Gnome King's mountain.
Right, I see.
Dorothy, you're talking to thin air.
Oh!
Are you all right?
guess the Phanfasms might have affected me too. Get your strength back, Princess. I know what we have to do.
This way! Follow me! Follow me!
Is this such a good idea?
If you don't stop asking that, I'm not going to be responsible for my actions.
He says he can lead us out of here.
I don't even know what he is.
He's called Calico.
Yes, but what is he? A dwarf? He doesn't smell human. I don't trust him.
If you're going to stop trusting anything non-human, you probably shouldn't live in Oz.
And haven't you noticed the walls?
What about them?
They were metal 5 minutes ago. Now they're rock.
You're right.
I know I'm right.
Hey, Calico, where are you taking us?
I'm taking you away from here. I'm taking you to safety.
Are you sure? Because this feels like we're going further underground.
And shouldn't we have run into the rest of the specimens by now? If they're all escaping too?
No more questions. This is the way out. Here.
Here?
Through this door, yes. If we go through, we'll be free.
Well, that was easy.
Too easy.
Stop it. Come on. Let's see if this little guy is right.
Oh, I thought this led outside.
I never said anything about this being the outside. I said it's where you'll be free.
Free?
Well, perhaps I wasn't quite honest with that one. I brought them, my lord!
And at last you're here. Welcome. Excellent work, Calico. Excellent work.
Thank you, my lord.
Where is this?
Some kind of subterranean cavern.
We're really underground now.
You're in my palace. Underneath my mountain. It's where you're going this whole time. I thought I'd speed up the process. You're in my realm now, gentlemen. The palace of the Gnome King. That's me, by the way. And I must say, my gnomes and I are so looking forward to meeting you.
Gulp?
Ozma of Oz, written and directed by Aron Toman, based on the book by L. Frank Baum. Starring Kirsten Page as Ozma, Cara Dennison as Dorothy, Jennifer Ali as Bellina, Rob Lloyd as Tik-tok and the Wizard of Oz, Aron Toman as the Scarecrow, Scobie Parker as the Tin Woodman, Tom Denham as the Lion, Elise as the Witch, and David Coonan as the Gnome King, with Lucas Thomas as Dr Nikidik, Stuart Anderson as Calico, Matt Phillips as Tip, Genya as Ginger, and Mark Behrens as Jack Pumpkinhead. Australian sound recording by Daniel Burnett. Sound design by David Nagel and Aron Toman. Music by Tony Diana. Adventure production.